guys, welcome back to the vlog. If you guys are new here, this is my first vlog back. I took like a month off. I posted last week, but it was a vlog that I filmed before I went into labor. And this is my first vlog back as a mom. I can't even believe I'm saying that. And you guys heard me talk on here for months and months leading up to the birth of our son about pregnancy and just being so ready for this season of life. And it's finally here. I filmed a little bit this morning and I thought I was gonna film more this morning. It is, I think, 3 in the afternoon now, and I just put the baby down for a nap. He is sound asleep. I finally made myself my second coffee of the day, and I would just want to sit down and update you guys and catch you guys up to speed on life these days and just say hi again. I honestly don't even know where to start, but I guess I'll start on my due date, which was a little over 2 weeks ago. I woke up on my due date and I was like, I'm gonna have a good day. I'm not gonna wait around and wait for this baby to come. I'm gonna do something just to keep myself busy. My due date was on a Friday, and so I decided to paint my kitchen. It has been on my list of things to do for so long. So on my due date, I was like, I'm gonna go buy the paint and I'm gonna do it. So I painted all day, probably close to 8 hours that day. Caleb and I went on a walk that evening. We went uptown and got some dinner for Caleb and I and my in-laws, and we ate dinner together. It was just a really good, productive day. It was beautiful outside. That evening, I pulled my sourdough loaf out of the oven, and Caleb and I were eating kind of a pre-bedtime snack, and my water broke at like 10:30 on my due date. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's happening. It was so surreal. I kind of took my sweet time around the house. Contractions didn't start right away for me, and so I just kind of like mentally took it in that was our last time, Caleb and I, in our home, not being parents, and then the next time we'd be home, we were gonna be bringing home our son. And so that's what happened. We went to the hospital. The next day, the day after my due date, our son was born at 3:10 in the afternoon on Saturday. It has been just pure bliss ever since then, to be completely honest. Our son's name is Sterling Robert Weaver. Sterling is a name that Caleb and I just really loved. I actually had that name kind of just come to me randomly when Caleb and I were dating. And it's so funny that we talked about kids' names when we were dating. If you don't know our story, we were engaged after 9 months of dating. So everything just went very fast in our timeline. So it shouldn't come as a shock to me that we talked about baby names, but we did. And Caleb loved that name, I loved that name, and ever since, that was just always our front runner. We knew if we had a boy, that would be his name, and it's just such a strong name. We both loved the sound of it, we loved the meaning. It means excellence, purity, of good quality, and those are all things that we hope and pray that Sterling lives up to in his lifetime. And then Robert is after my father-in-law, so Caleb's father. Both of those names together just mean a lot to us, and we also really liked the sound of them. So it was just really neat and fun that that name came so easily for Caleb and I, and we knew immediately whenever the nurse told us it was a boy during our anatomy scan that it was going to be Sterling that we'd have at the end of this pregnancy. So we brought him home 24 hours after he was born, and my mom came and stayed a week with us here at the house. And that first week was just pure bliss. I can't even explain it as anything else, but I was just like the happiest I've ever been. Man, I'm gonna cry. But that first week was just so incredible and magical, and it was just so neat to settle into life as a family of 3, and my mom's help made that so seamless. She seriously was just like a little fairy. I would go in to like change the laundry and it was just would be all folded. She'd make us the most incredible spreads for lunch and dinner, and she took care of Sterling so much that Caleb and I could get some rest. It was just so perfect. Also, just having my mom here was more special than I could have anticipated. She brought so much peace to me as a new mom. She is a mom to 8 kids, so she knows what she's doing, and every little thing that she would tell me if like Sterling was crying a lot or he was awake more, it was just so comforting to have her there and be like, this is just what babies do and it's okay. And it just brought so much peace and calm to that week. I could say so much about that week. It was just really special, and I just found myself sitting on our porch. It was like 70 degrees outside, and just like smiling at my baby and being like, this is the happiest I've ever been. Like, I've prayed for this moment my whole life and it's here, and I just felt so immensely blessed in those moments, and I still do, but it was just so neat to be living in that reality. My mom left after that first week, which Caleb and I were very sad about, but It had to happen. Really, the last week and a half has just been really incredible. Sterling is such a good little guy, and I feel like it's just been so fun to get to learn these new rhythms. Things definitely are slower. Today has been a slower day because he just hasn't slept as well throughout the day. He slept really good last night, so I'll take it. I just love him so much. Caleb is such a good dad. It just feels so right to be a mom finally, to have Sterling with us. And now I'm just like, what did we do before he was here? Crazy how much changes in such a short period of time. We just hit our 2-week mark from when Sterling was born, so I'm 2 weeks and a few days postpartum. And to be completely honest, postpartum has been so much more enjoyable than I ever thought was possible. Just feel so much like myself. And I know that's not everyone's experience, but I am sharing this because I've never really heard people talk about this. And when Caleb and I would talk about what our expectations were postpartum, I just kept saying, like, I just don't know until I go through it. You just don't know. Every woman's story is very different. But I do want to share this because I've just felt very present, and I'm very thankful for that. I feel really, really good. I feel like my recovery has been really good. All of that to be said, it's just been a really positive experience. There's obviously things that are very normal postpartum that I've experienced, like healing and things like that. I was just so ready for motherhood that stepping into it has just felt like a dream that I'm living in, and I'm just like, oh, thank you, Lord, for this gift. So I think that catches you guys up to where we are today. Yesterday, Sterling and I did our first outing, just the two of us. We went to Target and he did so well. He slept the whole like 2.5 hour stretch after I fed him. And we went to Target. I got him out of the car for the first time by myself, and it just went really well. So I'm very thankful for that. So there's things like that. We're doing little small steps each week that have helped me feel confident and just like ready for the next thing slowly but surely. And I'm really thankful that everything has gone pretty well so far. This week is super exciting. My younger sister is graduating from college this Saturday, and it's my alma mater where I graduated from as well. So it will be so fun to go back and see some friends. We're gonna stay with my close friends, hopefully see some other of our close friends and eat dinner with them. And it'll just be a really fun weekend. That'll be a big outing for Sterling. That's our longest trip. It's like 4.5 hours. So we're hoping that that goes really, really smoothly. Before Sterling wakes up, I do want to show you guys a few new jewelry pieces, which are so sweet and exciting. I just got this little S necklace, and I really, really like that it is a circle with an S on it and not just like the outline of the S. I think it's so cute and dainty, and I've been wanting a new necklace, and I knew I was gonna get an S necklace once Sterling was born, and I'm really, really happy that I found this. I actually just found this at Target the other day. So if you guys are in the market for a little necklace with an initial on it, Target has a really good selection. They have really chunky ones. This was the smallest one that I found, and I really, really liked it. And then another exciting piece that actually just came in today is my push present from Caleb. This is something that we've been talking about for a long time. So this band just came today. I added it on to my stack, and I just think it's so pretty. It's so much more bling than I have just with my engagement and wedding ring, but I'm obsessed with it. I need to now clean my other diamonds because they look so dull compared to my new ring. Just having an extra band is so fun. I keep looking at it and being like, oh my gosh, I love it so much. Hi guys, happy Wednesday. Sterling is sleeping. He's down for his morning nap. I feel like mornings are always a little bit of a challenge. I feel like he wakes up from his sleep at night and just is awake for a really long stretch in the morning. So if I can get him down at all in between his first morning feed to the afternoon, then I'm very happy with that, and I feel like he has a better day overall. So he has about 30 minutes left of his nap before I usually wake him up to feed him again. And I just finished doing my nails. My old nails were peeling off and I was picking them off, and whenever I do that, I feel like my nails underneath are so brittle, and if I don't want them to break and have to cut them all short, then I feel like I have to act pretty fast and put on new nails. So that's what I just did during his nap, besides some cleaning things. I'm gonna make myself lunch before I go up and get him, or hopefully before he wakes up. And I've been really loving kind of like a snack plate lunch. So I'm gonna show you guys what I've been doing because I've really been enjoying it. I also wanted to show you guys the kitchen. I told you guys yesterday that the day I went into labor, I painted our kitchen, and I painted it white. If you guys know me, you know I love a good white for a base color in a room. And I still think I'm gonna paint our living room white as well. It's kind of this like warm beigey yellow color, but our dining room and our kitchen are now white, and I just love the way it looks. I feel like it just is such a good basic color for especially an old house like this farmhouse, and I feel like it just allows everything else to speak for itself and not be overwhelming. Don't get me wrong, I love color in rooms, and in a way I feel like I wish I was more adventurous, but I really do love white in this house specifically, just because there's so many quirks about it. I feel like it just kind of polished things off really well, and again, I really like how it turned out. Our cabinets are a little bit of a different shade of white, but I'm not mad at the difference between our cabinets and the wall color. I feel like it kind of balances everything out. So as you can see, the dining room behind me goes straight into the kitchen, and I really wanted it to just be kind of a seamless transition from this main room to our kitchen. So I went with the same white that's in this room and then brought it into the kitchen. And I just feel like it looks really good. These doors were already painted white. This room in here was already painted white, and the trim was all white in here. The wall color before I painted was a really dark, almost like charcoal gray. I feel like this just brightens the room a lot. I really want to get some Roman shades for these two windows, and then this window here. I kind of want to do a fun shade here. And then eventually I would like to get two pendants over our island. As of right now, I feel like it's just a nice little facelift to have a fresh coat of paint in this room. I also did a few different things as far as styling the countertops. I feel like I took a lot of things down, and I'm very happy with how it looks. I had more in this corner of like a drink corner, and I moved all of that off, and I've been really liking how this looks. I kept this all pretty similar, just like having a basket for bread or fruit or veggies. I had a larger stack of cookbooks here, but I took some of them away because I just felt like they didn't really go super well with what I had in the kitchen. It was a little bit too busy, so I kept these two out because they were just plain, and put this little lamp out. And then same thing with over here. I use this all the time. This is where we have all of our recipes. I honestly just keep recipes that I use pretty often up on the top. I really like having this out. Obviously, this is just nice to have on the counter. And then I just got this butter dish from Target, which I'm so happy with. I feel like it's so cute, and I had my butter on a plate that was kind of this soapware sponge pattern, and I just feel like having a lid on it makes me feel so much better. I used to have the butter up here, and so being able to have it on the counter is something that I really like for how accessible it is. I did take a few trinkets and decorations that I had in the kitchen, kind of living on the counter, into the living room, because we did finish the living room as well. When my mom was here, she helped me style the whole living room, and it was just so nice. In one afternoon, the living room went from being like half done, not really sure what I wanted to put on the walls, to being completely finished, almost. We need to add a mirror into the living room, which I'm excited for that, but everything else is pretty much styled and finished in that room. So let me show you guys that really quickly as well. So this is the layout that we have in this room now. We kind of finished out this corner. We repotted this plant and then moved this stool over here, which was right here on the end of this couch. And then brought over this furniture piece. This is a family heirloom piece that my father-in-law had and he wasn't using, and so he offered it to us to use, and my mom came and helped me style all of these shelves. And so we just found things around the house that we could style, and I really love the way it came out. If you remember, I had all of these books on our coffee table, and I just feel like they more like they have a home right here. And then the last thing we added was this rocking chair, which is also a family heirloom. And I didn't know if I wanted it in this room, but we actually use it quite a bit and it's just nice to have extra storage. I finally put up this painting as well, which you guys saw me DIY in a video quite a few months ago, but I finally finished it when my mom was here. She kind of was my encourager to get it done and got it up on the wall, and I really, really like it in this space. I feel like it just fills out this wall really well. We'll put the mirror here, and I'm really excited about that. I feel like I show you guys a lot of my outfits in the mirror in our hallway to our mudroom, and it's just so dark in there, and the mirror isn't anything special or super cute, so I'm excited to have a mirror that I really, really love in this room as well. Plus the lighting is just so much better. But yeah, that's a little bit of an update on things that we've done to the house. We also are almost completely done with the bathroom upstairs, so I'll show you guys that. We have new vanity and new tile in that bathroom, and then we've also painted, and now we have a new mirror up. I put rugs up, so I'm still kind of gathering things for that room, but it is so much better than what it was, and the lighting is so much better in there. I'm so happy with it. Okay, now for lunch, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna make very quickly. I like to have a mix of a little bit of everything. I'm not a big hard-boiled egg person, but honestly, these hard-boiled eggs have started this snack plate trend for me. I just feel like it's an easy way to get in good protein, and I like them with salt and pepper. They're not like my most favorite thing ever, but again, it's a good way to get protein, and it's just so easy. So I always have a hard-boiled egg, and then this is some sliced up Parmesan, and then I usually put like 2 to 3 slices of deli meat. This is turkey deli meat that we have. And then I always like to have some fruit on there. So we have these really beautiful strawberries. Usually I put crackers on this plate, but I don't have any right now, so I'm leaving those off. We have been getting lots of meals from family, friends, people at church. Someone gave us this veggie snack tray, and so I'm just gonna put some snap peas on here along with a baby cucumber. And this is what it looks like. I just finished feeding Sterling. I don't even think he's been on here yet so far, because every time I talk to the camera, you're asleep. I just finished feeding him. I ate my lunch while I was feeding him. He ended up waking up like right as I finished my snack plate. The last few weeks have been pretty cloudy, pretty chilly, and very rainy. This week seems to be less rainy, still cloudy and a little chilly, but we've gotten out of the house a few times and they've all been pretty successful. We've had very few hiccups. So honestly, I kind of am just ready to get out of the house, and if I can't really take a super productive walk or anything outside, might as well go and run some errands with the little guy. So I think that's what we're gonna do. This weekend is Mother's Day, and I see my mom this weekend because my sister is graduating from college, and I also want to get my 2 younger sisters graduation presents. One of them is graduating from college this weekend, and then the following weekend my other sister is graduating from high school. So we have lots of graduations, lots of things to celebrate Mother's Day and graduations. We won't be able to go to my sister's graduation just because it's a 9-hour trip, and I don't think that we are going to be able to do that with Sterling this soon, but we are going to make it to Pennsylvania for my sister's graduation. So I want to look around and see if I can find anything for both of them. But all of that to be said, we're going to head out of the house and attempt a little outing. Caleb has been gone. He is in Virginia again. This is day 2 of solo parenting, and then tomorrow I'll also be kind of on my own. Caleb will be traveling back tomorrow, but I don't really know what time he'll be able to be home. So honestly, I just kind of feel like it's been slow around here and we haven't had lots of other people interactions. So we're gonna try to get out of the house. This is what I'm wearing today, just some jeans and then this super oversized and flowy flannel that I just got with my mother-in-law uptown at a cute little boutique store. Are you ready? Ready to go out and about? He looks so small in this little car seat, and it still has the little insert. Bless you. I think I talked about this diaper bag before he was born. This is the Longchamp large tote bag, and I got an insert. Well, actually my mother-in-law got the insert for me. It's very disorganized right now, but the insert has so many pockets, so many compartments, both like on the outside of the insert and then also inside. It just utilizes the space in a big tote really, really well. So far I'm loving it. I also really like the color. I'm glad that I went with something a little bit more unique for a diaper bag. This is what I'm looking for. Yeah, can I put your bear hat on you? You guys, I can't when he has this hat on. It's so cute. Quite a bit later, and it's almost 6:30, which is time for my dinner. I already fed him at 6, so now I'm gonna get everything ready for what I'm gonna have. Like I said earlier, we've had so many people bring us meals, family make us meals. We have so many things in the freezer, which is so incredible for nights like this where he's a little bit fussy because it's at the end of the day and I still want something to eat. But I'm not going to be eating a healthy home-cooked meal. I'm gonna eat leftovers. We had friends come over Sunday evening and bring us Chinese takeout, and it was actually so nice just to get some takeout for dinner. So we have chicken fried rice, which Caleb got. I got chicken lo mein, which was so good. It hit the spot whenever I was eating it. So I'm gonna heat some of this up. And then we have some crab rangoon, which I don't know how good they'll be just reheated, but we're gonna eat them as well. Very aesthetic. Good morning, you guys. Happy Friday. I am drinking my coffee. I just ate breakfast, and Sterling is down for his first morning nap. On a scale of 1 to 10, how tired do I look? Because the last few days have been kind of a whirlwind. Caleb got back last night from traveling. He has to go to Virginia for work on and off, and I feel like we're nearing the end of this project he's working on. But yesterday was, I feel like, day 3 of solo parenting, which is kind of funny to say. I feel like that's so dramatic, but that is what we did. Sterling is such a good little baby. I really have very few complaints, but I will say that the last few nights he's not been sleeping as well as he had been for like the first few weeks, and I'm sure that's just his little newborn self figuring out life. But part of the learning curve to that is I feel like half the time I'm trying to figure out if it's just him in a new routine or if there's something that I could be doing that would help him sleep better. The last 2 nights I had him in like a sleep sack swaddle type thing, and he didn't sleep super great throughout the night for both of those nights, and throughout the day whenever I put him down for a nap I just swaddle him in like the little swaddles that I was given for my showers. I fed him this morning, and he usually is awake for such a long stretch in the morning, and he immediately went down in his crib for a nap. So I'm like, maybe the swaddles need to be switched out. Anyways, enough with the little details. My 2 sisters are graduating college and high school, so we're going to my sister's graduation today. I'm kind of just quickly getting ready and putting on a little bit of makeup before we head out the door. I still have to pack all my clothes. We're just gonna be there for one night, but I don't really know what the weather's like. I'm undecided whether I'm gonna wear a dress or just like a cuter kind of put together outfit. So I need to go in and look at my closet and figure out what I want to pack for this weekend. But I'm so excited because all my siblings are going to be there. My Nana's coming in. My great aunt is coming in. It will just be so nice to be all together. And no one except for my mom has met Sterling. So I'm so excited that this event fell when it did, because he's only 3 weeks old and I still feel like he's very much a newborn. It's not like he's a couple months old and he looks so different and things like that. So I'm excited for everyone to get to meet him. Okay, I'm dressed. I did my hair and I just finished packing for the day. On the phone with my friend and then my mom for a while I was packing, and I just kept saying, there's just so much more I have to pack even though we're literally gone for one night, a little over 24 hours. I'm like, just with baby things, like I keep looking around, I'm like, oh yeah, we need that, we need that. So I think we have everything, but I'll show you guys kind of what I did and how I rounded up everything. Our room is a mess right now, but I just threw on some leggings for the car ride and then my classic denim shirt. Just nice because it buttons down for breastfeeding. And then at the same time, I feel like it just helps me feel a little bit more put together. I also cleaned my ring, which I was talking to you guys about how I wanted to clean it because next to my new ring, it just looked so dull and it looks so beautiful. I don't know why I don't clean it more. Let me show you guys what I used actually. This pen, I'm pretty sure my mother-in-law gave it to me. It's the Diamond Dazzle Stick, and it's literally just diamond cleaner in a little pen form. And then it has a really like fine tip that has like a bunch of bristles so that you can get like under your ring and around like all of the crevices. So you wet the tip of the brush and then you twist this down here and it comes out with like the diamond cleaner. Clean it like suds up. It works so well. I'm gonna keep this in my bathroom. I think it makes such a huge difference, and that's why I'm like, why do I not do this more? I packed everything for me in my Ella Bean boat and tote, which I feel like I do a lot for overnight trips, and it's so nice, but I just have a travel home set. I brought 2 different outfits to possibly wear tomorrow, and then all my toiletries in here. And then for Sterling, I obviously have my diaper bag packed with things. I have extra outfits, just things that I would have on the daily. But I decided to also bring this diaper caddy, which we just keep in the living room, so it's pretty accessible and has things that I use throughout the day already in it. But I put in some extra sleepers, an extra swaddle, tons and tons of diapers, extra wipes, his carrier, things like that. And we'll just keep this in the car and be able to take from it throughout the day and then like replenish the diaper bag. But I wanted to have something else with all of his things in it and not have to dig through my bag and things like that. And then finally, this is the gift that I wrapped for my mom for Mother's Day, and then my sister's graduation cards that I'm bringing as well. So we'll load all of this up here in a few minutes. Look how cute this is that I want to put Sterling in tomorrow. It's a matching pant and striped shirt set. Isn't that so cute? Look at this.
That is so cute.
So should I pack in this and then some nicer pants?
Yeah.
We're ready to go. We're gonna get everything loaded and get in the car for your first long trip, huh? Hi guys, happy Sunday. I just ran inside to grab the camera because I'm gonna bring you guys along for a little rescue mission that we need to do. Caleb and I have been doing some farm chores. We just went out to move the cows, and a new calf that was born, I think 2 or 3 days ago, does not look super healthy, and his mom is limping. We think that she might have a clogged duct or even mastitis. So we've come up with a plan to try to take the calf from the mom, feed the calf a bottle because it looks like he's pretty weak and has not drank in a long time, and then try to get the mom some help. So that's our plan as of now. Sterling has come along for all the adventures in our little carrier, and he's getting a little fussy. It's kind of close to when he's supposed to eat, so I'm hoping that he will stay put for a little bit longer so that we can go and figure out all this cow stuff. Here's the crew. So the plan here is for me to drive the UTV, Caleb will sit in the back with the calf, and we're hoping the mom will follow us up. So we're gonna see if that will work for us.
This is the second time I'm helping do this, but I think this is now the 4th calf that we've had to take, so, or help. Something's going on with the cows and the calves this spring, where the calves just don't seem to be doing well. Let's drive it.
Here we go.
Things in there.
I have to lean forward so his head's not like smashing into me.
So drive up here and turn around so you can back up to it. Okay. So when I pick it up, the mom hopefully will be following. I'm gonna sit in the back and then just drive all the way up into the corral.
All the gates are open. We didn't close any behind us.
Drive all the way up.
All right, let's do it.
Thought I heard a 4-wheel.
We've got the calf, and mom is following us. Mom is in a lot of pain too, so that might be part of the slow process.
Okay, drive on out.
Good girl, come on.
So I can get the potatoes on.
Okay. Honestly, a very successful mission.
Yeah, we got them in the corral. That's huge.
Went better than I anticipated, if I'm being completely honest.
Head gate set up. We'll give him a bottle, make sure he's eating. Look at his little size, dude. Notices and then thinking like he was kind of this small once.
He was that small.